Blazers taking on the Thunder before Portland gets set for the 8th membership with one person, one price, one great experience for the Blazers. No Damian Lillard, no the Thunder. The Thunder tied for 5th in the West. They go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Sean Wright, JB DeRosa, and Rodney Mott. Opening tip, Anthony Simons straight into playoff action as you take on the Grizzlies in the first game. Gary Trent Jr. hoist a three from beyond the arc by so many people as well. SGA in the middle, kicks it out to Dort. Dort tries a three from the corner, and that Simons gets the double screen from a pair of 7-footers. Dribbles it out. Simons tries the three, and Nurkic gets another screen from Collins. Collins thinks about the three, finally pumps one, and he...
Via the mail.
Quite the phone call for C.J. McCollum. During that action, we had a technical throw on that technical foul. So the Blazers push their lead 11-3 with just over 7 minutes left as Steven. Dribble handoff to Gary Trent Jr. He pops a little jumper. That rolls out. Zach Collins grabs the offensive rebound. And rim tapped out by Nurk. Gary Trent Jr. controls. Nurk, he'll pump another three. Head to Gary Trent Jr. Spin move, gets poked away. Here comes OKC. There's Adams with the one-handed pass. Gallinari pulls it back out, up top to SGA, 8 to shoot. Schroeder wants to go right. Nurk challenges. Schroeder. Tough shot. OKC back the other way. Gallinari runs the laterals out, and here comes OKC. Diallo able to Whiteside, Gary Trent Jr., and Carmelo. Gary Trent Jr. trying to bulldoze his way to the Adams. Gets a couple of screens from Baisley, kicks back out to Baisley. Baisley will try one from beyond. All tapped away. OKC back in transition. Muscala hustling from the corner. His Whiteside feints the handoff, tries to get to the rim a little too hard off the glass, battles for the rebound, but that's
second best rebounder in the league. Spends a lot of time around that rim. Also does really
able to catch the fireball. Little working up top, falls down. Collins will try a three. Collins
on the elbow, 15, 17 feet. Got to be able to knock that down.
Baisley will try another three.
He wants it flat.
Gets the offense flat. Anthony Simons for three. Now for precautionary reasons, getting set for the seeding games here on Friday against Memphis. Schroeder goes.
Team, because Dort had the advantage on that. Or I'm sorry.
Full feed from Collins. Simons with 13 on the game. A 5 from beyond the arc. Collins working the high post, trying to do the big man game, high-low. Whiteside turnaround to the game for the Blazers, by the way. And fakes the three, a little hocus pocus.
Active, shooting the ball with confidence, seeing it go through the net.
Schroeder back out to
Baisley was 30 of 100 for 30% from the three-point line, so it's not like he takes a whole, turns his head, dash to the rim.
Adams gets on the board for the first time for the Blazers. Diallo, it's the loose ball, kicks it back out to Adams. Adams back to Simons. Simons
nice.
Beats Collins. Beautiful. Whiteside. Blazers trail the Thunder by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander, the step back over. Gary Trent Jr. uses the Nurkic screen. Little baseline jump.
He's reading Muscala that entire play. Muscala retreats. Gary Trent Jr. steps away from him.
Melo still looking for his first bucket as that one rattles out. OKC once again trying to get the SGA on Nurk switch. It can't fall. Yusuf Nurkic trying to put in the effort though.
Yeah. Looked like he had to absorb some contact.
And trying to work against Dort. Drives to the baseline, kicks it to Melo. Melo, thoughts of a corner three. And that offense here.
Off the handoff, he knows baseline drive. Melo, get over there to that corner if you can. Takes the dribble to inch his way a little bit.
And Roberson brings it back the other way. Muscala in the corner, the threes.
Oh, if depending on personnel, I mean, it's a quick toe tap in the paint just for security purposes.
45 left. Nurk, nice little flip pass to Ant. Blazers whip it around the perimeter. Nurk drive game, but still don't want the big fella in foul trouble. Roberson drives baseline down the court, harassed by Roberson. Nurkic up top, feeds Melo. Melo down low against SGA. Nice little pass. Collins knocked away. Adams dives down for it, dribbles back up. And how about Stephen Melo working the post against Roberson? Roberson on an island right now. Melo turns around to the baseline.
Every single defender is a mismatch for you.
Schroeder tries to race by. Left. Melo up top. Roberson defends. Roberson trying to force him right, then left. Melo fadeaway jumper at the top.
To improve upon so that he can access all of the skill set, and it's getting there.
Line flips one up over Whiteside tap back out, and OKC will get another attempt. Whiteside a little.
That forearm of shooter. Nothing malicious, you know, nothing that.
Part of the game, it catches in that one spot between the ribs, just takes the air out of you. Roberson goes in transition and since the second quarter. Whiteside, hand off to Gary Trent Jr. He'll think of a three. Get
the dribble, handoff, stop behind that screen. Gary, defender slides underneath. He knows. Once again, without Damon and CJ, you temper certain aspects of the expectations.
To get used to.
Yep, and it's great to see the NBA trying some new things. There's some pre-recorded fans that you see for us here at the Trailblazers, and he said that, you know, you're trying to make this feel as much like a home game. Ooh.
Chairs behind them as well, too.
Yeah.
The pseudo-leather chairs behind him as Collins one to drop, batted away by Whiteside. Whiteside recovers, and Whiteside tries to pound.
Once the seeding games do begin, Jordan, Hassan right now only
gather it. Here comes Hazonia. Portland down 17, 7:39 left in this third quarter. Hazonia.
3 rebounds per game in the 8 seeding games, which we know he can get to if he plays the minutes. Mario, stay on the ground. Just make him go around you. Hassan got your back.
Gary Trent Jr. with the
being slightly above his average for blocks per game.
Dort outside of Roberson.
Those are unacceptable. You gotta match up. Good drive from Mario and one.
Hazonia 5 points on the afternoon, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Blazers with.
Hey, what matchup do we maybe want to try to target? Who might we want to play in the first round?
Here comes Bazley in transition. Bazley trying to hopscotch his way under.
Speaking of that home court advantage situation, Jordan, that's one eventually. Just their young guys having to win games late in the regular season, playoff type games on the hungry. They're in attack mode. Memphis has that.
Both OKC and Memphis as Bazley were overperforming above their expectations coming into the season.
You know, with OK, thought they weren't even counting them in as a playoff team. Williams spotted up, nice form. Always felt like Chris Paul, he's still really good. And Gallinari, he's always been someone up his sleeve.
You make a good point about Damian Lillard as Bazley tries to drive out of control. Diallo there to.
He was chilling. And even right now, as he gets some rest up, good pass. Go get it, Winion.
Flash to 3, giving you a bucket, 5 points off the bench. 44 left to go in this third quarter. Nader. Gary Trent Jr. He drives, step back. Nasir Little. Spin dribble. Fade away.
And so good and can perform it at high levels. And, you know, maybe you just don't get the.
OKC knocking down a 3 on his first jumper, and that's been the story for the Thunder. Just guys coming off the bench, hitting through around. Nasir Little scoops it up. Back come the Blazers. Adams. He's going to hoist up a 3.
And handle that basketball there the time before, just to hit a head pass. Head up on.
They're within 17. Here comes Dort, bounce pass in the corner. Hall. Whole team shooting well, Lamar. That's all I can say.
Well, this is a difference from
Hervey working, 7 left on the shot clock. Tries to pivot a few times. Back out to Burton. Burton has to get it up.
Well, one of the good things about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander not playing big minutes in this one, and no kind of a spread attack, drive you and force you to defend in space, and that's what Memphis is going to do.
Night from beyond the arc. Diallo, thoughts of another one. Has to go in against Horde.
As I think that'd be safe to say, although Zion certainly has a following. He's making some noise, forcing you to help and then kicking at somebody.
Hervey with the 3, OKC 19 of 35 and 20 on the afternoon. Outside. Blazers once again get over. Bazley with 17 on the game. And Castro by 19. Third and final scrimmage before you take the floaties off and hop in the deep end for the 8 seeding games. By Gabriel. Here comes Simons. The Euro step. And how about the Burton? Catches it, goes into a forest of Blazers, picked off by Hazonia. Hazonia takes it to. So finding the solution for the long distance shooting in this one. Hazonia, 11 to shoot, a deep one, working in the deep post here. OKC feints a double team. Gabriel grabs it, throws a couple of me, my friend. Bazley on the outside, 5 to shoot, tries to work it against Gabriel. Trying to work the Gabriel screen. Gabriel backs down, give and go one more time.
But were they shooting those kind of shots?
Horde gets the loose ball, tries to go back up. Left in this one. Nader works around a couple of screens, challenged by Hazonia and his
staff. You said you got a chance to speak to Coach Moran. They are so good for the best job at dropping what are legitimate excuses or reasons.
The competitiveness and intensity, and it'll ramp up here as the scrimmages officially end. The Blazers 10 of 37 from 3. And